I still remember the day I played my first FPS game. It was 2006, and I was just a kid, curious, clumsy, and completely unaware of how much that moment would shape my love for gaming. It all happened at my uncle's place. He was the cool uncle, the kind that had the best tech, knew about things before anyone else, and had this epic PC setup that looked like something from a sci-fi movie. Big silver tower, glowing LEDs, mechanical keyboard clicks echoing across the room. It was like stepping into another world. That's when he introduced me to Unreal Tournament 2004. The name alone sounded intense, like it wasn't meant for someone like me. But the moment that title screen loaded up, I was hooked. The music was pounding, the visuals were sharp, and the characters looked like futuristic warriors ready to throw down. It didn't look like any game I had played before. "Wanna try?" my uncle asked with a smirk. I nodded, not knowing what I was getting into. The match started, and I immediately panicked. I had no clue what I was doing. The mouse controlled where I looked. The keyboard moved me, and my aim was all over the place. I shot at walls, jumped off platforms, and got eliminated over and over. I was terrible. But none of that mattered. I was blown away by the gameplay. The weapons weren't just guns, they were wild, alien machines. The shock rifle, flak cannon, and lightning gun each had their own unique feel. Even when I didn't know what I was doing, I loved firing them just to see what would happen. And then, there was the perspective. First person. That changed everything. Seeing the world through the eyes of the character made it feel like I was in the game. It wasn't like other games I'd played before. This was intense, immersive, real. My heart was racing even though I couldn't land a single hit. My uncle sat next to me, laughing, tossing out tips here and there. He made it look effortless, gliding across the map, hitting perfect shots, never missing a beat. I watched him in awe, wondering how someone could be that good. But instead of being discouraged, I felt something else. Excitement. Wonder. Like I had just stepped through a door I didn't know existed. I didn't win a match that day. I barely got a few kills. But it was enough. Enough to leave a mark. Enough to make me fall in love with a genre I didn't even know existed. And it all started with that one match. That one moment. Unreal Tournament 2004 on my uncle's PC. That first match may have ended with me at the bottom of the scoreboard. But something clicked inside me. I couldn't stop thinking about it. The speed, the chaos, the adrenaline rush. It was like nothing I had ever experienced. That was the moment I knew gaming could be more than just fun. It could be thrilling, challenging, even transformative. In the days that followed, I begged my uncle to let me play every time we visited. I started learning the controls, understanding the rhythm of the game, and slowly, very slowly, I started to improve. I was still bad, but now I had a goal, to get better. I wanted to be able to move like my uncle did, to flick between targets, to land those shots that made the announcer yell, "Headshot," with that gritty satisfaction. Unreal Tournament 2004 wasn't just a game, it was a training ground. It taught me timing, map awareness, how to anticipate movement, how to stay calm under pressure. I didn't realize it then, but those early lessons would carry over into every FPS I'd play from that point on. More importantly, it shaped the way I looked at games. I started paying attention to how mechanics worked, why certain weapons were balanced the way they were, how map design encouraged flow and momentum. It wasn't just about reaction speed, it was strategy, design and instinct all colliding in real time. And honestly, even though I've played dozens, maybe hundreds of FPS games since, Unreal Tournament 2004 still holds a special place in my heart. It wasn't the flashiest, it didn't have a campaign that stuck with me, and it didn't spoon-feed me anything. But it was honest, raw, pure, just me, a mouse and keyboard and an arena full of mayhem. I look back now and realize how rare that feeling is. That sense of wonder and discovery. That's what made it unforgettable. Not the graphics, not the wins, but the fact that it opened my eyes to an entirely new side of gaming. A side where you're not just playing, you're surviving, adapting, improving. And all of that, every bit of it, started in my uncle's room, on that glowing PC, with a game that asked for everything and gave back even more. So yeah, I may have sucked at Unreal Tournament 2004, but it didn't matter. What mattered was that it made me fall in love with FPS games. It made me curious. It made me a gamer in the truest sense. And honestly, I wouldn't trade that first clumsy, awkward match for anything.